Not easy to see there, is it, either, with the athletes spread right around the corner, but let's see what the officials say here. As you can see, the graphics showing up as Canada. Here come the officials. In fact, that's not an official, that's the timing official. So it's a green card, so Canada are okay. They're just coming to reset the timing mechanism on the blocks there. So no fault of Canada and their lead runner, Misha Powell, on the inside. And once again, as per the last race, it's a faulty start, if you like, no one at fault, and we go again. The women's 4x400 meters World Athletics Relays final. Right on the outside, Germany, South Africa, France, USA there with Peoples, Spain, Italy, Norway, and on the inside, Canada. Pair with the USA, South Africa, and Spain in the medal positions.
Third leg of the women's 4x4 here, and it is as close as you like. Look at that determination from Mara of Germany there. And goodness me, at the front net, it is USA, Singletary holding firm. Fra of Spain having a brilliant run. The Spaniards so far tonight, the women have been absolutely outstanding. South Africa in third place there, Malepo. And look at what's coming behind. You've got France, Italy. Oh, so close, and Norway all fighting it out there. So we've got USA 1, Spain 2, South Africa 3. Woof, this is tasty indeed. And look at Malepo, looks like she's about to make a move. Singletree just looks to the screen to see how close Fra of Spain is coming as we come down the home straight, going in to the fourth leg. The crowd are going mad for Fra of Spain. What a run by her and the Spaniards.
There's absolutely no stopping Spain at the moment. They are riding high. Bianca Hervás takes the baton for them as all the countries just negotiate the traffic through that final changeover. Hervás in pursuit, Bailey Lear of the USA, who ran a very fine anchor leg yesterday. Zene van der Velde, who ran 2 good legs for South Africa, the 400-meter hurdler, pursuing Spain now again, measuring their effort. It's important that Hervás doesn't panic here with the US athlete going past. 200 meters to go. Jaeger, just out of shot for Norway, is storming forward as well, trying to bridge the gap to those leading 3. The USA, and here comes Spain again. A second bite of the cherry for Bianca Hervás, who did stay calm, but now Bailey Lear tries to put her foot on the accelerator. She can't quite shake off Spain just at the moment, and now Hervás rallies her challenge, and the USA are under pressure, and it's Spain again. Spain reigning Guangzhou once more. Another unbelievable performance from the Spanish quartet, who become the World Athletics Relay champions. From the USA, and South Africa take the bronze. Is there anything, particularly in this? I'm just so impressed on that final leg, which we'll see in a minute, from the calmness shown by Bianca Hervás, who, when the USA went past, didn't start to panic, just stayed, knew what she had in her legs, and she knew that if I've got enough, I think I've got enough to win. And stayed calm.
It's just so important that athletes have the chance to perform on such a global stage against others from around the world. And you can tell that, performances, world-class, exceptional performances come out at moments like this. This leg from Fra was outside of the acceleration.
From this moment on, it became clear that this was no longer just a relay final. It was a tactical battle unfolding at full speed. Races like these are won not only with strength and speed, but with composure, timing, and the ability to stay under control when everything around you starts to break apart. That is exactly what made this final so special. The restart after the interrupted start played a bigger role than many people realize. In relay racing, rhythm is everything. When athletes are forced to stop and reset mentally, the pressure doubles instantly. Some teams never fully recover from that kind of disruption. But the strongest squads know how to lock back in immediately, and both the United States and Spain handled that moment exceptionally well. The Americans approached the race something far more dangerous strategically. They never panicked. They never overreacted to the early speed. The final changed shape. Suddenly the gaps disappeared. The race compressed into a 3-team war between the USA, Spain, and South Africa. The intensity rose immediately, and every movement started to matter. One bad exchange, one mistimed surge, one moment of hesitation could have destroyed a team's chances. Spain's third leg was absolutely brilliant tactically. It was not just about raw speed. It was about positioning, awareness, and efficiency. The Spanish runner avoided getting trapped. And then came Bianca Hervás on the end, trusted her preparation. Most importantly, she trusted that the race would come back to her if she remained composed long enough. That decision changed everything. With around 200 meters remaining, you could actually see the momentum begin to shift. The American runner was still leading, but the strain was becoming visible. Meanwhile, Hervás looked controlled, balanced, and technically clean. Her stride never collapsed. Her upper body remained relaxed. While others were fighting the pressure, she looked like she was only beginning her real attack. By the final straight, the psychological advantage had completely flipped. Spain suddenly looked stronger, fresher, and more confident. Hervás launched her move with perfect timing, not desperate, not reckless, but calculated. That is what made exactly the right moment while others were already fading. In the end, Spain did not win this race by accident or through one lucky surge. They won because they understood the rhythm of the final better than anyone else. They managed their energy intelligently, stayed mentally composed under pressure, and delivered their strongest running when the medals were truly decided. The United States still showed enormous potential. For such a young squad, controlling so much of the race was impressive, and their future looks extremely promising. But championship relay finals are often decided in the final 100 meters, where patience and composure become just as important as speed. That was the difference tonight. Arch showed just how deep and competitive this final really was. Nearly every team remained dangerous until the closing moments. These are the races people remember for years, not just because of the result, but because of the emotion, the tactical tension, and the feeling that the entire outcome could change with a single perfectly timed move.